there's so many things going on in this part of the podcast that we need to take an even deeper look into what's going on in all the dynamics between Trisha and Ethan. So let's hyper focus on this scene because these two are going to be verbally throwing punches with each other.
You know, he's spoken about you very nicely always. Even when you guys had a fight, and he's like, I don't know how much I can say of what he told me without pissing you off.
Tell me.
I can say it?
All of it.
Okay, good.
I give you permission.
And there you go. Trisha says, I give you permission. Now, Ethan is going to take that and run with it. Was he wrong for doing that? That's your opinion. But as you can see, he asked her permission. You know, he mentioned she and Moses had a fight, and he goes, I don't know how much I can say. And she says, I give you permission to say all of it. So now we're going to hear all of it.
Well, he just said that. Well, first of all, you were accusing him of flirting with minors.
No!
Ethan said you accuse Moses of flirting with minors. She says a definite no.
No, that's, oh my God.
Okay, can I just explain everything?
No,
hold on, you stop. Let me explain what happened.
Look at this big overreaction, as if just being overwhelmed is going to prove that what she's saying is true. It's a lot of acting, but we need to stick with the facts. So Ethan is very calm in this moment, and he's going to still dig a little deeper to find out what's going on here.
Because the people deserve to know.
Oh my God.
First, you guys were dating, and then you started sending me all these crazy DMs with screenshot being like, your brother-in-law's fucking crazy, and he's sick, and he's fucking minors. And I was like, all right. And I was like, I'll pull out my phone and read the DMs.
I did not say that. I did not say that. And Ethan says right now, I'll pull out the DMs. She is literally saying she did not do that. And Ethan is saying, yes, you did. So in this case, a lot of times people give the benefit of the doubt to the person that says, I didn't do it. She must be telling the truth because she's so adamant and she's having just a big reaction. But that does not necessarily mean that a person is telling the truth.
Hey, minors, I can pull out my phone.
You said underage.
Okay, so here's the discrepancy. She says, I didn't say anything about minors. Because truthfully, that's what Ethan said first. He said minors. And so she goes, I didn't say it. I didn't do it. I didn't say anything about minors. And now Ethan corrects himself. You said underage. And did you notice too, Trisha was saying, oh, I'm going to pull out my phone. But she doesn't. But Ethan does.
No, I didn't.
You want me to get my phone?
Inappropriate age. Very young girls that are like 22. That's what I said. Yeah, pull it out because I even showed him. Inappropriate age for him. He's like
that's not 22. What you were saying.
Okay, so her version of the story is she said inappropriate age. And I could see that. If she's saying, young girls, but they're over the age of 18 or maybe drinking age 21. But she's saying because Moses is in his 40s, to her, it's inappropriate for him to be talking to someone considerably younger than him. Even though she talks many times about dating, she used to date older men and she liked older men when she was, over the age of 18 or whatever, where it's consensual. For her now, because she's no longer in her 20s, she's in her 30s, and now all of a sudden she's taking the opinion that it's wrong. And again, she could be justified in that as well, thinking about when she was younger and she thought it was okay, but now she thinks differently. But she still likes dating older men, even now.
You were saying under 18.
I didn't say under 18. There's no way I said that. There is no way.
Ethan keeps firm. That's not what you were saying. You were saying under 18. And look at her face. She's looking at that phone because right here we're just hearing two people with conflicting views, differing opinions. It's not even opinions. You're talking about fact now. What happened? Again, you see, Ethan has his phone out because he's saying, I'm going to prove it. Trisha says she was going to take out her phone as if Ethan's phone is wrong because she has the real receipts. Whatever Ethan is showing is wrong. Okay, fine, Trisha, pull out your phone. But as we see now, Ethan has his phone out and Trisha is just looking at Ethan's phone.
Hang on.
Anyways, do we really have to go? This is so embarrassing.
You see how she's kind of deflecting? Like, do we really have to do this? It's embarrassing. Remember what I told you? This is my opinion. Embarrassment, nervousness, and shine. These emotions that maybe for a lot of other people makes you want to shut down. I feel that Trisha thrives on it. So even if she's embarrassed now or whatever, it's not going to make her want to fold up and crawl into a corner. No, Ethan doesn't even know what he's getting himself into. What he's doing is just making her more just on the warpath.
Look, the people deserve to know. So I hope you can understand. Okay, you ready?
That's not. This is so triggering.
Okay, what does that mean? It's so triggering. Someone calling you out on something that you said was false and they're saying is true? How is that like, yeah, I would feel bad too, but sometimes you are supposed to feel bad for things that you do. Some people have different meanings for certain words that you think means one thing, but in their head means something else. The fact that she uses the word so often, like everything is triggering. Okay, does that mean everything makes you just feel sad or mad or feel bad about yourself, or you're triggered because you feel like someone's calling you to account? If that's her definition of triggering, a lot of people have another definition of that word.
Ready?
I never said underage. I know I didn't.
Okay, ready? Okay. Here we go. Dude, I know we don't talk, but Moses is disgusting. I have no intention of making anything about this, but maybe check him talking to your fans. Yeah, I'm getting there.
Okay.
This is from a fat piece of shit fan of yours who is 23 and he fucked on Valentine's Day.
Don't say
he is disgusting.
Yeah, 23? I said 23.
Yeah. Hold on.
First of all, don't read this because you better call this for real. That is the psycho. Just don't.
Well, fuck her then.
No.
I don't know. But you got baited. And then but my point is
she's
that.
an actual psychopath.
Okay, fine. Who cares?
Now she's just hyping it up, saying that this person is a psycho. Like, you don't know what you're doing, Ethan. It's like saying Beetlejuice 3 times. Again, it just so reminds me of what happened before, because I didn't show this part in the last podcast, but when Trisha first went on the H3 podcast, when Ethan was going through her phone to see if she monetized her video, she told Ethan, do not say how much money I made, because her whole thing was YouTube is going to close my account. So she started just being like, oh my goodness, don't do it. YouTube is gonna, you have to cut it out. No, YouTube is going to.
It's all demonetized.
Hold on. Where is it? Apology. And then it's coming up regarding I am transgender. 3 million views, green icon, monetized, and I'm going to tell you exactly how much money she made. She made $8,000 from that video.
Wait, you have to cut that because YouTube will literally take away my monetization. You can't say how much you make.
That's also an urban legend.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I swear on my life, I love Jesus. Can I show you my other ones that are? I literally don't monetize it. Like everyone's.
I don't care about your other videos. I just care about this one. You went on television and said it's demonetized, but you've been going around saying in your defense and on television too that I don't make money from this.
I swear on my life.
So why would I do it? So I just think that it kind of undermines that whole argument that you're doing this out of just to tell your story, but clearly you made $8,000 from it.
Yeah, but are you sure I'm not going to get demonetized? Like my channel won't.
I talk about. I promise.
How much money do you make a month on H3? Not the podcast, with the video, your main channel. Say it so I don't get demonetized too. How much do you make?
I don't want to say it publicly, but I'll say that's an
No,
urban legend. I've asked people.
I know.
You're not going to get demonetized. Trust
You're
me.
You're going to take
I know
whole
everything.
channel now.
No,
away.
you're not. I promise.
Tell me how much you made on the video, like your last video. Tell me how much you made right now.
$2,000.
Look it up. Can I see it? I showed you mine. Let me see yours. It's only fair.
No,
it is fair.
It's not fair. She
That's
said.
not fair. So you're gonna expose my. Which I'm fine exposing how much I made, but I
never said that I wasn't making money from it. You were, and I said you got ads, and so you opened that.
That's fine, but you're saying it's an urban legend.
Yes.
That, like if you talk about my money, so let me talk about your money. So that way, let me see on the last podcast how much you made. You don't have to. Let me just see it and share it out loud. Pull it up. That's only fair.
Well,
No.
we do have a YouTube contact if you want.
You have to edit that out then because
no,
it really
I
is.
don't.
I know someone.
I'm not editing it out.
No, that's bullshit.
You're not going to get demonetized. I guarantee it. That's an urban legend.
Talk about it. 100%.
No, they don't. It's never happened. I've asked them about it.
Yeah.
It's an urban
It's
legend.
not.
Are you nervous? Are you just nervous?
It is part of my income.
Are you just nervous because I showed that you made money from that video?
You can show it. That's fine. Edit out like how much I made. Just like say that. That's fine. You can say she made a lot of money if you can just edit out the because they do. I know it happens.
It doesn't. I know it
happened
doesn't.
to someone, and I know that has an ASMR
I have
channel.
the VP of YouTube on my text. I'll text him and ask, and if he responds, it says it's fine.
Text him.
Okay, I will.
I don't care. You can expose me all you want about that. Like I don't give a fuck about that. But go ahead.
No, I promise you. There's nothing about. I've read the terms of service. I've asked to my partners because people have always thought that from the beginning of time, from the very early stages of YouTube.
I know someone that happened to. They talked about how much money they made.
I
know
promise. You're not going to get in trouble. I swear to God, it's not the terms of service to talk about how much money you
literally
make.
came out here now. My whole channel's demonetized.
Look at you,
No,
dude.
it's
There's
not.
tons of YouTubers who that show their analytics, and their channels are. I just screamed it out. It's not even necessarily true. It is true, by the way. It was 8,000. But if you go on YouTube and look at YouTubers showing their analytics, their channels are up.
Oh my God. If my whole channel gets demonetized, I'm
Talk to
literally
me.
suing.
Yeah, you can sue me.
I signed nothing.
You can sue me.
I signed nothing to be on this podcast.
Well, by the way, you can sue me if your channel gets demonetized.
Okay. So I can sue you for my income for the next.
You won't have
10
to
years.
sue me. I'll give you money.
I feel like you don't have any money. I don't judge it. I'm just saying I can't sue people that have no money because then they don't pay you. I've done it. I tried to do it before.
I guess you're fucked then. I don't know if you're worried about that I thought or that.
No, I don't. Like, that's fine. Like,
or that you're actually worried about your channel being demonetized.
No, I'm actually worried about my channel because, like, I just don't want to get demonetized. I've worked on it for 13 years.
Yeah,
I don't want to, like, have it.
I understand.
She's very good at finding a way to turning into something else. So Trisha now is trying to deflect. She wants to turn it back on Ethan. Look at Ethan. Ethan is so calm and collected. And that's the way. You need to be very calm when dealing with Trisha.
My house.
Well, you have a guard.
Security. Yeah,
okay, but anyway, you were sending me these DMs, and I was like, "Wow, this shit's crazy." And then I actually started hitting up Moses because I was like, "Dude, what? I can't have you flirting with my fans because you were kind of."
I was a fan.
You said there's audio, screen recordings. Check the bio, and then you're like, "Check out this exposed channel with 10 followers." I was like, "Oh, that's you. That's literally you."
Oh, you think I'm the exposed channel?
Yeah.
Why would I want to like embarrass myself?
She didn't say, no, I'm not the exposed channel. She says, why would I want to embarrass myself? Because your embarrassment is not like other people's embarrassment. You thrive on embarrassment. You thrive on nervousness. You thrive on anger. You thrive on jealousy. You thrive. Hats off to you. Whereas a lot of other people might shrink and disappear, it makes your spotlight even bigger. That's why you would, not saying that you did, but that's why you would.
No, you were just, it was all about trying to expose
Why would
Moses.
I want to expose him? Because I was like really, truly like in love with him. Why would I try to like kick him?
You said he talked so much trash about me and made fun of my body and then used me. He's scary and vile, needs help.
Yikes.
Fast forward, this is the man she is engaged to and who she will be marrying shortly.
I was really mad then, but that's a different.
I didn't answer because I was like, Moses, what is going on?
But
and then you say
responded a month later. You were like trying to start shit because that was
because
in May.
because I didn't want to. This was insane. The
but
shit
then
you're
you thought
saying.
we were fine because we had Father's Day and everything, and you're like,
well, because I'm like, I have to address the issue that Trisha just
And I understand why, even if Trisha sent him all these messages, why he didn't respond to her. She brought up an issue with Moses and Ethan's business. So if Ethan took it upon himself to talk to Moses about it, why does he then need to go back to Trisha? She wanted to drag Ethan into her mess. And it was smart that Ethan didn't respond, like you said, until a month later, because you can see after they made up. So it was good that he didn't involve himself in their drama, which is what Trisha wanted to do. But he kind of stayed away from it, and he dealt with the thing that concerned him was Moses talking to underage fans. So he just wanted to clarify that with Moses. And everything other than that, it's not his business.
Let me finish this.
can we not? Like,
You said, just so you know, none of this was a troll. I truly thought he liked me, but he played me. He always was bitter. He was never on your... Oh, here, I won't read this. I won't read that. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Did you hear that part? she goes, "This is not a troll. He was never on your side." Oh, and then Ethan says, "I'm not going to read that part." This is all speculation, but because of what happened further into the future, this is my interpretation of the other stuff that Trisha dropped in that text. Ethan says he's not going to say. Based on other text messages, or the person who was dating Moses before Trisha, she dropped messages saying that Moses was bitter that Ethan and Hila didn't shout out his channel. I believe that Moses was secretly telling Trisha stuff about Ethan and Hila, about how they treat him. And he was probably doing the woe is me story because, again, he did it to these other women that he barely knew. I wouldn't expect any less of him to tell Trisha all of that stuff and even more things. Ethan was good enough to say, "I'm not going to read that part." Because Trisha said that Moses was talking to underage fans, Ethan found that wasn't true. So then if Trisha is also saying in the same text messages, Moses is very bitter about Ethan and Hila's success, I can see him not even believing that, saying, "Oh, okay, Trisha is just trying to start stuff between me and my brother-in-law."
Oh my God, can we just stop altogether, please? This was already a point of contention. We're past it. Just stop.
Hang on.
I literally don't want to have a fight.
Here, you said he talks to underage girls.
No.
Right there. He talks to underage girls.
Weird. I literally don't see it.
She says, "No." I love that Ethan doesn't drop it. Ethan now is like, "Look, you hear her. I literally do not see it." So can you imagine us now? They're looking at text messages. We're going to assume that Ethan is reading. Everything Ethan is reading is true, right? But here Trisha is saying, "I don't see it. No, I literally cannot see. It's not there." So I love how Ethan is like, "It's right here." And he's taking out his finger and he's pointing to her.
Right there. He talks to underage girls.
You see that look? That underage girls. And then he like looks. So let's see what she's going to formulate in her mind right now. I am so curious. Like, how is Trisha going to get out of this one?
Confirm that it
Think
says
of what that was.
Yes.
Ethan says, "Confirm." Confirm. She says, "Yes." I'm trying to think, yes. Okay. Come on, Trisha. I know you can get out of this one. Please don't disappoint me.
But this is a different situation we're talking about.
No, it's not. It's the same set of messages.
About his work.
Stop. It's the same set of messages. 5/7/10/30. 5/7/10/30.
I'm telling you, this is telling him to this girl.
You said, read this part. It says
this is
he talks to underage girls.
It's a separate. It's a period.
It's not. Look. It's 5/7/10/30 p.m. 5/7/10.
Can we give it to Ethan in this round? He is showing the time. It's the same time. Not like a minute didn't even pass between the text messages, even though she's saying it's two different conversations. He's like saying, "No, he's giving us the time. He's giving us evidence." Trisha has yet to take out her phone. Remember at the very beginning, Trisha says, "I'm going to get my phone out." She didn't even budge. So now she's trying to discredit Ethan's phone. Take out your phone then. Show us on your... Maybe Ethan doctored all of these take out your phone, Trisha. No, she's not taking out her phone. She says she wants to say something, so I'm sure she's gonna get her way out. Like, come on, Trisha, tell me, give me something here.
Can I just say he doesn't talk to anybody now? Not even about his work, not men, not women.
Oh, but he's not talking to anybody now. Okay, whatever, but that's not the point of the argument. Nobody cares. Nobody is assuming that he's talking to people now. No. It was about what you did and what you accused him of.
I'm just trying to explain the situation.
Oh my God. Well, I saved him from further embarrassment.
You said
she saved him from further embarrassment by embarrassing him. But maybe he's like Trisha in the fact that he doesn't really get embarrassed. So even her broadcasting lies about him, it's not a problem. Because maybe he sees it the same way Trisha does, that Trisha did save him from embarrassment, from further embarrassment. Like, his life now, because of Trisha, is less embarrassing than what it would have been. Good job, Trisha.
he stalks to underage girls. I don't expect a response. And again, I don't want to talk to you again, but he's just a fraud and he's scary.
Okay, can we not put this in?
Now she's like, are you going to put this in there? Because remember, we already established they can edit things out. And so now this is her next thing. Like, she wants them to edit it out of the podcast.
This is gonna be so bad. People are like, oh, they're in a toxic relationship. We're in a
No,
no.
it's all good. I'm just saying.
You're painting it like I said all this.
Yeah, you are.
I wouldn't call it a painting. I would call it a photograph. Like a painting could be a rendition. No, he took a picture of exactly what happened. No Photoshop. She's good. You see how she's turning it back on Ethan? She said in her mind what this relationship with she and Moses has. And now it's like you are painting this totally opposite picture of my relationship with Moses. Even though all you're doing is repeating everything I told to you in a text message and you didn't say anything different than what I said, you are painting our relationship as toxic. Never once is, well, you know what? I gave you the impression when I lied to you that me and Moses' relationship is toxic. Yeah, I gave you that impression. No. According to Trisha, Ethan is conjuring up that impression. Good one.
You're crazy. I mean, everyone knows that.
Jesus.
Oh, you pull this a lot, by the way. You said he's a psychopath. I have 24-hour security now.
That's true.
How many people are you going to blame having 24?
There's a lot of people to
You're
blame.
like, man, fuck this guy. I've got 24-hour security now.
I do have 24-hour
Fuck
security.
Hanny Gaba. I've got 24-hour security. Fuck this stalker. I've got 24-hour security.
I did tell them don't let him in. I mean, that was part of it. I mean, there was just a lot because wait, can I tell you this is tea? Or do you want to keep going with this? Because I have actual tea that I wasn't gonna.
She's just trying to get the topic changed, switched over. Like maybe I can tell another story, a nice long story, so that when we do cut out this portion, I have this story to say so that it won't diminish how much time we have for the podcast. So let me tell this extravagant story so that we can cut out the other stuff. Like this is tea.
Well, the point is that I didn't respond. I do want to hear about that. But I was like, the point is that I'm not going to respond. I'm going to talk to Moses first because you said he's talking to underage girls and he's talking to your fans. So I was like, so he was like, no, I'm not doing that. Trisha's crazy.
I wasn't saying sexually.
He didn't say you're crazy, but he's like, I didn't do that. She's just mad. And so I responded. I said, hey, these are super serious allegations. I talked to Moses about it. I just want to make sure that I'm responsible with this stuff because obviously I don't want to not have done my due diligence on this. He says it's not true. I just want to get past this. And then you said,
again, you see Ethan, he says that I did talk to Moses about the allegations. And Moses told him he didn't do it. And Moses covered for Trisha, saying, oh, you know what? It was just she was angry. It's not a big deal. So I don't even blame Ethan if he's known Moses for so long. He's just met Trisha, and Trisha has a reputation of exposing boyfriends or just telling tales about boyfriends after she breaks up with them. And then the fact that they did get back together. So if Moses is just downplaying everything, like, don't worry about it, it's just Trisha, she overreacted, I don't fault Ethan for believing Moses.
because you said he's talking to underage girls and he's talking to your fans. So I was like, so he was like, no, I'm not doing that. Trisha's crazy.
I wasn't saying sexually.
I said he was talking to underage fans, but I wasn't saying sexually. Because true, she said he's talking. That's her cover. I said he was talking. It wasn't sexually. So then what's the problem? Not that he should be talking to anybody underage, but then what's the problem? Why are you sending random texts to Ethan, alerting him of this monster that is his brother-in-law, if it's not sexual? And I didn't say it was sexual. He was just talking to underage. It wasn't sexual. If you don't like what he was doing, you and Moses handle it. There was no reason for you to involve Ethan unless it was something unless Moses was preying on underage people that was connected to Ethan's fan base. I could see why you would involve Ethan. But if he was just talking to people, all innocent, what was the problem? Why did you make it into a big problem? So I like this. This is how she downplays it.
And then you said, oh, it's all good.
Can you imagine? Ethan took a month, talked it over with Moses, found out, did his own little investigation. A month later, writes her back. And she says, it's all good.
Actually, what you said
Okay.
is disgusting.
And
I was trying to
there,
end.
all of that is
Another girl came
over.
out of the
Happy
woodwork.
ending, right?
Oh my god.
Far from it.
And then, but anyway, you guys worked it out.
Guess what? I have his Instagram.
Now here is where things go from
And then you said
bad
that you were,
to
I don't-
worse.
We weren't dating, and like in his defense, like we weren't dating, but then also
He
like
said he said he broke up with you because you started like punching him.